How's it guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Eddie Plays Music, and today I'm actually going to spend a bit of time trying to soundproof my drum kit. I bought something which I think might help me, and what I'm doing is I'm just busy running some tests on it. My loudest drumstick I think is going to be the USA Hickory. Okay, so I'm just going to be testing with this magazine, see what this magazine does when I'm actually trying to do some soundproofing. So that's loud, that's better, that's loud, that's better, loud, better, and then there's the big boy. Just put that there. It's a lot of tuning, this drum. A lot better. And then there's the big guy over here. That's loud. It's very loud. So what I did is I tried using the magazine, see what that does. Very loud. But then I tried this, a towel. Lot more acceptable with a soft towel. So the idea that I have, let me try. I haven't tried the cymbals yet. Okay. Still has a bit of a bounce back. The bongo drums I'm not too worried about. Oof, and I love the sound of this, yeah, it's very snary, it's very high pitch, very. Little bit more acceptable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my plan for actually getting my my drum kit to soundproofing my drum kit, but at a budget. Because I saw, man, I was looking at the Evans wire mesh, DB0 and DB1, and they cost money, quite a bit. Here in South Africa, you're looking at about 500 Rand a head. Anything between 400 and 500 Rand for a head, for a skin head. That is, if you can find it. Because right now in South Africa, we have a shortage. I believe that industry-wide, there is a shortage. And so I'm thinking I wanted to skip that. Then I went on to look at the drum pads that Evans actually has, and that you're looking at about 2,600 Rand for the entire set, and that's a lot. That's quite a bit of money. I'm thinking, you know what? That's quite a bit of money. You know, I'm sure that there has to be perhaps a cheaper solution. And then I looked at the black hole, Evans black hole, which is absolutely perfect. I love the black hole from what I've seen on YouTube. But you're gonna pay for that, my friend. That's gonna be anything between 5,000 and 8,000 Rand here in South Africa. And that is a lot of money. Let me do the calculation for you guys so you guys can check it out in US dollars. Mason,
Yeah?
are you using your cell phone? Can I borrow it?
Yeah, sure.
Will you open it up for me, please?
Wait.
I just want to use the calculator on it. Because I don't actually own a calculator. It was stolen.
It was stolen.
Yeah.
I never calculated either.
There you go. There's your calculator. Alright guys, so okay, for soundproofing, 2,500 rand. You know, look at 2,000, it was 2,600 divided by 18. You're looking at $144. That's a bunch, that's a water cash for me. You know, just to do soundproofing, that's quite a bit. Now, if we're looking at the DB Evans, the Evans DB0, DB0, DB1, you're looking at about, let's say 450. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4, you're looking at 1,800 divided by 18. You're looking at about $100. And that's also quite a bit of cash, and it's also a mesh that you've got to put onto the actual drum skins. You know, you got to swap the drum skins out and put them in, which is also not ideal. I mean, it would work, but it's not ideal. And number 3 would be, let's call it 6,000. This is for the black hole. The black hole is $333. That's about how much you might be looking at. If you want to convert that into American, that's USD dollars, you know, and that's quite a bit of money. I'm not interested in spending that much on just soundproofing when I know that there is a cheaper, way cheaper way to actually do it, and that is to make makeshift something at home. And I think I can do that. I think that I can get away with $300. Okay, so if I go 300 divided by 18, I'm looking at $16. And I believe that with $16 I can get away with it. And I'm going to show you guys now how exactly how I'm doing that. Alright guys, so let me show you. This is what I had in mind with regards to soundproofing is this. Now this rubber over here, as you can see, is 3 millimeters thick. I just grab these things, I measure the drum kits, right? And then what I do is I cut this into circles, put it on the drum kit. There you go. Okay, there you go, and that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my measuring tape, and I'm going to go around to my drums, and then I'm going to measure all of it so that I can see how much of this I'm going to need, and I'm going to measure circles and draw them onto this until I can actually cut them out and then put them on there, because this is a very nice, very quality rubber, and I think it's going to dampen everything really well. Alright, so let me get going. Hi guys, okay, so I'm back here at the drum kit, and I'm just going to take measurements of everything to see exactly what it is that I need cut out. So let's check. Now here in South Africa we work in centimeters of 35.5. So the snare is going to be 35.5 centimeters, which is actually, we measure in millimeters, so it'll be 355. Okay, and then we're looking at 305 mils for tom number 1. Okay, which is the 13-inch, equals to 305 millimeters, and then the tom, which is a 14-inch. Okay, the 14-inch is, we're looking at 330. Is it 330? Yeah, 330 should be fine. 330 millimeters. Okay, 330 millimeters. All right, cool. And now we are looking at the floor tom. Floor tom's going to be a bit bigger. He's 405, which is a 16-inch. Okay, so the tom, 16-inch. Sorry, what was that? We just measure twice, cut once, right? Is that what they say? 345. So that is 345 millimeters. Okay, so that's the four drums. The tom, I'm going to use the towel. Sorry, for the bass drum, I'm going to use the towel. And then the hi-hats, I'll do another time, or maybe I'll do them today, but I'll probably measure them later. So what is this? This is a 14-inch hi-hat. So the 14-inch should be the same as the snare, but that one's going to take some careful calculations, you know. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit more careful calculation. So these are the 4 I'm going to cut out for now. And I'm going to have them make a huge difference on the volume of the entire drum kit. Okay guys, so that's it for measuring. Let's move on to cutting. Alright guys, so this is a setup, what it looks up so far. Before I actually do anything there, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put the skin back on my snare. So I'm just going to fast forward this video. If it takes too long, make sure there's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay, and let me do this. All right. That's loud. Okay, let's test this one out. That one is with this. Let's try the toms. Let's try the floor. Wow. This has totally killed the drums. I think this is overkill. Wow. Totally mute. Talk about. Let me try that out. Let me try that out. Wow. Yeah. Wow, these drums are muted. Man, these drums are so muted. Now for the bass drum, I have another. The floor, the bass drum. I have another idea. How I'm going to totally mute this thing. But wow, I'm so impressed. I don't know if it is tight enough. don't think that it is actually tight enough. I mean, these are actually on so well that I actually have to take them off with a button on. Need to tighten this too. Oh, damn, it's hitting there. This is tighter than the toms. Tighter than the toms. All right, guys. I think that's mission successful. I think that's actually muted, but that's like totally dead. Totally dead, and all of that for $255. In dollars, what you're looking at $14 maybe. I muted my drum kit for $14, excepting for the snare. The snare I'll do next, but not right now because I'm gonna be moving on to rudiments. Yeah, I'll be moving on to rudiments. You see, this is hurting me like on my wrists. I think I have to give my wrists a bit of a... Okay. Mute, totally mute, and I don't think that me playing like this anybody can bother me, at least in the daytime. But most importantly, I don't want to bother my neighbors. I don't want to fight with them and what have you. I think that this will do the trick. I think that this will do the trick. For now, still got to do the bass. Sure, I need to practice that quite a bit. So at a time there, I actually haven't put any effort into the pedals. None effort, no effort whatsoever. All right, guys. Later, man.